My name is Alexander Castillo. I was an intern for the Ulster County Climate Corps this summer, and I'm here to present my work on solar carports. The goal of our project was to determine the viability for solar carports at several Ulster County government properties and potentially accelerate the goals of the Ulster County Climate Action Plan. The goals to be affected by this project would be the reduction of GHG emissions by 25% by 2025 and the powering of 100% of government building and fleet operations from locally generated renewable energy sources by 2030. Solar carports are a fantastic choice for a solar installation, as it provides protection from the elements to pedestrians and vehicles underneath, meanwhile generating renewable energy to be used on-site with the option of adding EV charging. All this sends a clear message to the community of the government's commitment to sustainability. For this project, we assessed 3 sites: the Ulster County Fairgrounds, the Ulster County Department of Social Services building, or the DSS building for short, and SUNY Ulster. For each site, we examined the soil type, the zoning, the potential energy output, the current site energy usage, the applicable tax credits, the types of potential solar carport structures to be used, the cost, and what environmental review through seeker would be used. At the federal level, beginning in 2023, the Inflation Reduction Act would apply a 30% federal tax credit, among others that would be added to by meeting domestic content specifications, such as citing solar projects at brownfield sites or communities harmed by fossil fuels, and low-income communities. On top of this were several applicable tax credits and programs through New York State, such as the New York State Solar Equipment Tax Credit, which provides a credit equal to 25% of qualified solar energy expenses. Additionally, there is a sales tax exemption on solar panels and a property tax exemption that prohibits property value assessments from increasing for a 15-year period once the installation is made. We used the New York Sun Initiative to calculate the majority of our cost estimates, and the program website noted that eligible solar parking canopy projects would receive an additional 20 cents per watt sold. The first site we assessed was the Ulster County Fairgrounds. This site has the most available area out of all of our sites, and we estimated that the full area has the potential to produce a sizable surplus that could help the system pay for itself faster by driving down the cost per watt substantially. All sites shown in this presentation would be listed under a Type 2 Seeker environmental review, since each project is over parking lots smaller than 25 acres. This slide shows a modified version of the design, reducing the scale to account for high-clearance vehicles in attendance during the fair's operations. The design could be modified to match high-clearance vehicles, but this would add additional cost to the design. In this version, the reduced system size raises the cost per watt and lengthens the payback period. However, either design would be adequate in meeting the full energy demands of Ulster County government's operations with local renewable energy, meeting the Climate Action Plan's goals 5 to 6 years ahead of schedule. Southeast of the fairgrounds is the county pool, which on its own is solar carport viable and could utilize the same infrastructure as the fairgrounds, maximizing energy output and efficiency of resources. The next site we assessed was SUNY Ulster. This project was more complex, since the carports would need to blend seamlessly into campus life and not impede the operations of groundskeepers, especially during the winter with snow plowing. To determine an adequate design, we reached out to Don Stewart, the head of maintenance and housekeeping at SUNY Ulster, and he was able to provide information on operations around campus, including motorcycle lessons in the northwest lot, as well as the movement of snowplows during the winter. We decided that the northeast lot would be ideal due to existing wear and tear that has left the lot completely unusable. Additionally, the southwest lot would be able to provide shelter and EV charging closest to campus facilities while still receiving full sun. The final site we assessed was the Department of Social Services building, which we found to be solar rooftop viable according to a Google solar rooftop estimate. Apparently, we were not the first to think of this, and we've heard that there was an assessment sometime recently. Solar carports here would be ideal in providing that added shelter that would be perfect for the location and potential EV charging stations. Thank you.